Brooklyn Independent Television.
Well, I think you probably between Greenpoint, Williamsburg, and Dumbo, I think you probably have the greatest loss of artwork in the history of the world. Got a little pair of pliers to pull these plastic parts off of here. We don't want to burn those. It's an unprecedented amount of art. Some people might not call it art, but some of it doesn't deserve to be. You'd probably call it art, but there's an awful lot of it. It was all wiped out. Or not all of it, but a lot of it. If you follow the water line, you see it on this door too. So about, what is that, about 5.5 feet? I'm a sculptor primarily. My career was built on public art projects back starting in the late 70s. So those slides are the documents of, pretty much the only documents of that work. The friend of a friend of a friend happens to be a conservator at the Metropolitan Museum, and she came by and took about 400 of the small drawings and maybe a dozen sketchbooks, which are, you know, the best record of your work, really. The most intimate record of your work, at least. And she's trying to conserve them. A remarkable outcome. I lost my chess set. That's really about the only thing, the chess set I bought when I was, I think, 8 years old. I lost my chess set. That's about the only thing I cared about. I mean, I've got lots of art. And the books that I lost, although valuable, you know, they could be replaced.
It's a new shop I have that is right at the water, beautiful waterfront. And this is the water line from our wonderful storm. I've been in Red Hook 10 years, and I moved to this space 2 weeks before the storm. But I would have been sacked at my other place as well, so which is up the street. So there was some benefit in that I hadn't really unpacked yet, but then I just didn't anticipate how high the water would go. And there's definitely some issues with the contamination from the water that's going to make some equipment actually impossible to use. You know, people are starting to worry that this is not just a one-time thing. It's that it's something that maybe we're going to see weather-wise. And I don't know. I was so full of excitement about this new space, which I still am, but it's pretty rough. Like, all my electric was all brand new, just put in the week before, and there's a bunch of other artist spaces in here that are people who had just moved in, and they're just like today dragging out all the sheetrock that had literally just been put in. I mean, and it's heartbreaking.
The Intercourse is a new cultural center, sort of cultural incubator experiment of sorts. You know, we got some water. We're going to fix it. We might get some water again. We'll be more prepared. I think, if anything, it'll bring the artists closer together. That it never even crossed my mind. We're going to stay in Red Hook? Are we going to continue this pursuit to make this place? And, you know, none of that has crossed my mind. It's just like, how do we do this better now? Like, fix the electrical now. All right, what show's happening next? What needs to happen? It doesn't change anything we were doing before, really, as far as the institution, as far as the Intercourse goes. My private practice, yeah, I lost my lab, and I have to stop making art for a period of time, and I have to reassess everything, and, you know, great, maybe that's going to make the work better, maybe it's going to make it worse. I don't know yet, but, you know, I'm just going to look at that as a, you know, it's forcing my hand to recalibrate and rethink and reflect on everything that I was doing. So it's, you know, it's a strange thing because I'm devastated, but I'm also, you know, feel like this catharsis, this moment of like full cleansing, no pun intended, you know?
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at breakartsmedia.org/BIT.